Hey guys, it's Sarah. Thank you so much for watching. So today I just wanted to do a chatty get ready with me. I like doing these maybe like once a month or so, just to kind of chit chat and catch up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting stuff on my face. These videos tend to be a little bit longer than my usual videos, so maybe grab yourself some tea or some coffee and maybe get ready along with me. So I'm gonna start with my e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. Just trying to use this up. I think it's gonna be used up very soon, but I don't know what this like red splotch on my face is. It like just showed up a few minutes ago. I don't know if that's a zit or like, no idea. So I'm gonna do my Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. This is my favorite foundation in case you didn't catch on to that in previous videos, but it's just so nice. It's probably gonna, oh. Hello. Hello, Tala. The only thing I don't love about this is the applicator. It's kind of weird. It feels a little bit unsanitary to me to have like a doe foot applicator, but I guess it's no less sanitary than like a concealer that has this kind of thing. So, but I love the foundation itself, so I'm willing to look past that. So first off, I know it's been a little while, but I wanted to thank you guys because I just recently reached 1,000 subscribers, which is huge to me. I honestly never thought that day would come, so I'm really excited. So I just wanted to say thank you, like a sincere thank you to anyone who has taken the time to watch my videos, who's liked, commented, subscribed, any of that. I really appreciate your support, and it just baffles me that 1,000 people would click the subscribe button on my channel. Like, not only watch a video, but subscribe too. Like, that just blows my mind that anyone would care to listen to me ramble about makeup. So that just makes me really happy. So I just wanted to say like a sincere thank you for that, because I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for you guys watching. Otherwise I'd just be talking to myself. So yeah, I just really appreciate every single one of you. So thank you. So I'm just using the Pixi Correction Concentrate on my under eyes. Usually in my Get Ready With Me's I don't mention every single product I'm using, but everything will be linked in the description box in case you're curious about anything. So I feel like this under eye corrector doesn't quite do it for me. And I'm trying to use it up like I am many of my products. It's definitely usable. I feel like it does kind of amp up the coverage of my under eye concealer a little bit, but I don't feel like it completely corrects. Like you can still see my dark circles peeking through. I do just happen to have pretty dark circles naturally. I think it's just hereditary. But I would like to find, I think that my dark circles are a little bit more like reddish purple toned than blue toned, and I think from what I've heard, like a peachy tone corrector like this one is meant more for blue tone. So if anyone knows what kind of color I should use to correct my under eyes, let me know. Because I'm looking, once I use this one up, I do want to try to find a corrector that maybe is better suited for my particular undertones. And then I'm just going over that with the Wet n Wild Photofocus Concealer, which is not my favorite. I also just want to try to find like a more full coverage concealer, because I just haven't been that impressed with any of the concealers that I've tried. I don't feel like anything has been really full coverage. So I'm kind of on the hunt. I know like Tarte Shape Tape is supposed to be full coverage. I'm kind of hesitant to try that one because I've heard a lot of people say that it's really drying and it looks really heavy, and that's definitely my concern with anything that claims to be full coverage. I'm worried that it's gonna look really heavy. So I don't know if there's really anything out there that's gonna be full coverage, but that's not gonna look like super thick, heavy makeup. But if anyone has any suggestions, feel free to let me know. I don't mind a little bit of my dark circles peeking through. Like, I feel like I'm okay with that, but I would like to find something that is like super high coverage. Using this e.l.f., I think it's their Smooth and Set Under Eye Setting Powder. I think this used to be their HD powder and they like renamed it and repackaged it. I do really like it, although the problem with these loose powders is that so much of it gets in the top and it becomes really messy really quickly. So kind of gotten a bit stressful. I do really like this under eye powder though, because I feel like it doesn't look too heavy on my under eyes. Even if I apply like more than I need, it's not gonna look really cakey and dry. So I like that. Oh, so how are you guys feeling about the Norvina palette that's coming out in a couple days? Because I am really excited about it. I do already have, I feel like I'm kind of becoming a collector of Anastasia palettes because I was a huge fan of Modern Renaissance. I love my Soft Glam palette, which I'm using as a mirror right now. I don't think I'm going to use this on my eyes, but I'm just using it as a mirror. And I do also really like Subculture. So I'm I'm definitely getting the Norvina just because I really like the shades. I really don't have a lot of purples in my collection right now, and I feel like that'll be a good way to introduce some more purples to my collection, and I don't know, I feel like I'll be able to come up with some really new and fun looks with it, so I'm really excited about it. I know some people are complaining that it looks really just like a neutral palette with a few pops of purple, but I don't know, I feel like it'll inspire me a lot, and I don't really have anything else like it in my collection. So I am definitely leaning towards getting it. Actually today, the day I'm filming this, is the 15th, and it comes out 2 days from now, so I'm trying to decide if I want to just go ahead and get it the day it comes out, assuming it doesn't sell out really quickly, or if I want to wait until it comes to Ulta, because I think it comes to Ulta on the 29th. But I kind of want to, I don't know, I kind of want to just like hurry up and snatch it. I'm usually not like that. Like, I usually am not the kind of person who goes and wants to like get all the new makeup releases right when they come out, but I don't know, I just get excited about Anastasia eyeshadow palettes because I don't know, I feel like they've really gotten me into eyeshadow more than I was before. So yeah, what are you guys thinking? Are you guys gonna pick it up? Because yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts. I know a lot of people are not getting it. Like, I've heard a lot of people in their like makeup new release videos saying that they're like leaning towards not getting it because it doesn't look very exciting to them, but a lot of people are getting it. A lot of people are super excited. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. So I'm trying to film as much as possible today because I have a very busy next couple of weeks ahead, and I'm not going to be able to film at all pretty much until like the end of July. So in a couple days, this Wednesday, I am leaving to go on a little vacation to Canada. Just me and my mom are going, and so I'm really excited about that. We are going to Montreal and Quebec City. So if any of you, I know I have a few Canadian subscribers, but so if any of you who like live in that area or have been there before, maybe you don't live in Canada but you've been there before, let me know if there are any like must-do things there. Also, let me know if you have any good like vegan restaurant recommendations or restaurants that have a lot of like vegan options, because I'm always on the hunt for those whenever I'm traveling. Yeah, I am pumped. Never been to Canada before, and this will be my second trip in my lifetime going out of the country. So very excited, although kind of stressed because right after I get back, I have 2 days to move out of my apartment. So that's a little bit, we'll see, I don't know. So I'm kind of like trying to plan everything now about like getting everything moved. I don't have a lot of stuff. I like to have as little stuff as possible. So I'm not too concerned, but moving always kind of stresses me out a little bit, and it kind of makes me sad too, because it's just like, I don't know, moving just makes me sad. Anyone else? I am moving temporarily, just moving back with my parents for a little while. But I've been living here where I currently live. This is where I went to college, and I've been living here for 5 years now, so it's kind of sad. It feels like home, but it's time for a new chapter. So, but luckily my job is a remote job, so I can technically live anywhere anywhere I want. My job doesn't require me to live in any specific place, so I'm trying to figure out where I want to move next or what I want to do. But yeah, the early 20s are an interesting time of life. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to do some light contouring. I haven't really been liking like a harsh contour lately, just because, I feel like it makes my, I feel like it just looks like too much. So I just like to do, I'm using this like Eco Tools blending and bronzing brush. It's kind of like a kind of big fluffy duo fiber brush. It really is nice for bronzer, and I just kind of lightly do it there, like on the cheekbone, and then blend it all the way around like the perimeter of my face. So all that being said, I am trying to scramble and film a ton before I leave for my trip, because otherwise I won't have much time to film until like after I move. So I'm just trying to like get my life together right now. I've been trying to do 3 videos a week lately, but I think for the rest of July it's just going to be 2 videos a week, which is what I had been doing previously, so not a huge change, but I might try to do 3 this coming week. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. This is kind of a spoiler alert if you're following my Project Pan, but this is all that's left of my Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana highlight. Just like those little, whoops, those little splotches right there. I repressed it a while ago, so there's hardly anything left. In fact, I think I might be finishing this off today, like in this video, so. But this freaking highlight takes forever to use up. I'm not kidding. It's huge. I mean, I guess if you're using it every day, or if you're using it as like a face powder, which I have used it for before, it'll go a little bit more quickly, obviously, but I mean, oh my gosh, it's just, there's just so much product. Sometimes products that have a lot in them kind of stress me out because I know that they're gonna take forever to use up, which is kind of a silly thing. I mean, you really do get a ton of bang for your buck with this. Yep, it's gonna be gone. All right, are you guys ready to see a completely empty pan? Because I'm about to show it to you. If you're following my Project Pan, you're totally getting a spoiler right now, but I hope you don't mind. All right, so there it is. This like gross part in the center is just kind of like residue from the product, but yeah, there's nothing left in there. So, woohoo, another product used up. It's exciting. Let's see, do I want to go in with a more glowy highlight, or do I just want to leave it at that? What do you guys think? I don't know. I kind of do want to go in with more. I really like kind of a, not a crazy dramatic highlight, but just, I do like a pretty strong highlight. I'm just gonna go in the cheekbones. This is the Lily Lolo Sculpt and Glow Contour Duo. But yeah, ooh, I like that. That looks nice. Oh yeah, pretty. Okay. I've really gotten more into highlight ever since I got this Real Techniques setting brush. It has changed my whole game. Like before I had this brush, I wasn't even that into highlight, like at all. But for some reason, this, like, I think before I just didn't have a brush that would apply the product well enough. I mean, I know a ton of people use this brush, so I'm like not the first one to use it, but now I know why everyone uses it. It's awesome. So that's most of my face. I'm gonna quickly do my brows with the Brow Wiz. I wish I didn't like the Brow Wiz as much as I do, but it's so good. It's so much better than any other brow product I've used. Now granted, I haven't tried that many, and most of what I have tried is like cheap e.l.f. and Wet n Wild and stuff. But something about the tone of this one is just right for my brow color. It's like a true, this is the shade Taupe that I have, and it really is taupe. Like it's a cool tone taupe as opposed to, you know, some taupes will be more like, I don't know, they just pull a little bit too warm. But this one is perfect. And it's so precise. I feel like my brows always turn out looking the way I want them to when I use it. So, but I am gonna try to find a cheaper alternative. I'm gonna try the NYX Micro Brow because I've heard it's really similar. But if the tone isn't exactly right, I'm gonna be upset. I'm just saying. Okay, so I have kind of a weird confession to make, slash just a really weird observation that I had recently about myself. So I realized that, you guys aren't gonna believe this, I have never purchased anything from Sephora. Not the store, not the website, never. have been into a Sephora store, but I've never bought anything from Sephora. I just made a Sephora account on their website. You guys are like, what? How, like, really though? How do I have a beauty channel on YouTube and I've never purchased anything from Sephora? I feel like an imposter or something, you know? Like, how is that possible? I mean, to be honest, I haven't really been that into high-end makeup really much at all. I mostly like to use drugstore because that's just what I've always done, and it's less expensive, and I feel like there's a lot of really good products at the drugstore. I just recently started getting more into like Anastasia products, which I do love. And I'm wanting to try more high-end brands, obviously just because I don't know, I want to have a little bit more of like a better understanding of like what products are out there, you know, especially if I have a channel like this. But I know, I can't believe that. Like, I just realized that recently, like, you know what? I've never bought anything from Sephora. I mean, I've bought plenty of things from Ulta. I think part of the problem is I've never really had a Sephora store near me. I think there's one in like the JCPenney in the mall, which I hardly ever go to the mall. And I just kind of like Ulta because they have both the drugstore and the high-end. And I've typically, like, for the past few years, I have had an Ulta store near me. So it's always made more sense to buy things from Ulta because I have it right here available to me. But I just made a Sephora account the other day on their website. I did start putting together like a Sephora loves list, which a lot of people have those. So let me know if you'd like to see like what's on my Sephora loves list. I know a lot of people do those videos, and I'm kind of excited. I do have a few things on my high-end wish list that I'm thinking I will purchase from Sephora, just so I can say that I have indeed bought makeup from Sephora, because I feel like it's kind of just not acceptable that I have a beauty channel, that I'm as obsessed with makeup as I am, and I've never made a purchase at Sephora, ever. And I can count on one hand the number of times that I've even gone into a Sephora. In fact, I think I've only gone into a Sephora once in my life. So yes, this is me putting that out in the open. I just wanted you guys to know that. Hopefully you don't unsubscribe from me thinking, wow, this girl doesn't know what she's talking about. She's never bought anything from Sephora. Yeah. Now you know. Kind of embarrassed to put that out there, but I don't know what kind of eyeshadow look I'm gonna do. I haven't thought that far ahead, so we will see what happens. I'm leaning towards doing something a little bit colorful. I don't have any big plans for today other than filming, and I think I am going to get dinner with a friend, and I'm dog sitting also. Dog and cat sitting. I don't know if I've mentioned that on my channel, but the past several months I have been doing quite a bit of like pet sitting on the side, which has been a lot of fun and a great way to just make some extra cash. But I do it through an app called Rover. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's pretty, I think it's getting more widely used. It's kind of like an app that just pairs mostly dog owners with pet sitters in their area, and they have a lot of people will do dog boarding like in their home. I don't do that. Like, the pet sitters themselves will actually board people's dogs in their home. That's not something I do, but I do like house sitting and like drop-in visits and dog walking. And it's been a lot of fun. This time I'm taking care of 3 very old pets, 2 dogs and 1 cat, and they're just the sweetest things. I love them. So, and they're really easy to take care of. They're so lazy and they're just easy to take care of. Although the dog did get into the cat's litter box this morning when I wasn't looking, so that was kind of gross, but other than that. Thinking of using some of my singles, because this is where the majority of my colorful shadows are. I still don't have that many colorful eyeshadows, but what am I gonna do? I'm also trying to use up the e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous Eyeshadow in Soiree, which is a really pretty metallic mauve-y color. I don't know what I want to do. Alright, well, I'm just going to start with transition color. This is, I'm going to use Makeup Geek Bake Sale, just a matte, kind of neutral brown-ish color, good for the crease. plop that in there. I am wanting to place another order and get some more ColourPop singles, just because I just want to expand my selection of colorful shadows so I can do more experimenting. There's the crease. I think I might do kind of a combination of maybe the peach and the light shimmery kind of mint green. What do you think? Should I do that? I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna get started. So let's see. I'm gonna take a little bit of Makeup Geek Voltage, which is this kind of duochrome white gold, one of my favorite kind of shades. I'm just gonna put that on the inner part of the lid, like maybe the inner third. And this shade is called La Playa. It's one of the ColourPop singles. I'm just gonna do that on the center of the lid. I'm just gonna kind of fade these into one another. I probably should have done like a cream shadow base to help these pop more, but I didn't think that far ahead, so oh well. This mint green shade is a little sheer. It does kind of need some building, but I don't necessarily mind. Sometimes shadows are like so pigmented that you have to be careful with them. Sometimes it's nice to have one that you can kind of, you don't have to worry about doing too much. I think I will do the Wait For It, which is that nice peachy color. I think I'm going to do that in the outer corner. It's kind of a light color to go in the outer corner, but sometimes I like that. I don't always like a really dark outer corner because it just can look a little bit much on my complexion, but I'm just going to fade that. That peachy shade is really nice. Love it. That's pretty. Okay. It looks a little crazy right now. Things always look crazy before you do liner and mascara. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take my finger into La Playa, again, the mint green, and just kind of redefine that on the lid, the center of the lid. Oh yeah, pretty. I may actually do the same with the Voltage as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same with Voltage in the middle, or on the inner part of the lid, just to really make it pop. Now I am going to take a little tiny detail brush and take Voltage in the inner corner as well. Very summertimey look. I'm going to do a little bit more of that crease color just to blend it a bit. And then for the brow bone, I'm just going to take, since I have the Soft Glam palette right in front of me, using it as a mirror, I'm just going to take Tempera. I think it's Tempera. Most people say Tempera. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But that is a lovely brow bone highlight shade for my skin tone, so I also like to use it to kind of clean up that edge, because sometimes I get a little excited with the edge, the corner, you know? Oh yeah. Okay, so I think that's it for the eyes. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do black liquid liner or not. Do I want to? I'm in a very indecisive mood today. I know I am going to do the lower lash line with this 100% pure cream shadow stick. It's just, it's in my project pan, as are like many of my products. I like to use that on the lower lash line. It's just a nice soft light brown for that. You know, I think I also want to line the waterline with a nude cream shadow. One second. I'm just going to take my Jordana 12 Hour Made to Last eyeshadow pencil. I think that they discontinued these, which makes me kind of sad because these are nice. Why did they do that? I don't understand. I'm really bad at doing eyeliner on camera. I always end up like way down here or way up here or way over here, and I apologize. Just bear with me. Also difficult to do this one-handed. I don't always line the waterline because it never really stays there all day, but I do really like that more wide awake look. I think I actually will do black liquid liner. just cause it's Cabana. Okay, so I just did liner and mascara. I think one thing I'm gonna add is just a little bit of La Playa, again, the minty shade, on the lower lash line. Lately, I've really enjoyed putting a little bit of like a light shimmery kind of colorful shadow right here, kind of like on the inner, in between where the inner corner highlight is and like the center of the lower lash line, just for like a little something extra. You guys know what I mean? I've been doing that a lot lately and I really like it. It's a nice way to add just a little pop of something on the lower lash line. Okay, pretty. So, only thing that's left is the lips. I think I'm either gonna do Wet n Wild Just Peachy or Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Nudist Peach. They're both really similar. I think I'm gonna do the Liquid Catsuit just because I really like this one. And I will go ahead and line my lips with the Jordana Easy Liner in Rose Crush. Just cause. Just for more precision. I don't know what this weird, there's like a weird splotch on my face and it looks, I think this might be a bug bite right here. I'm not sure. I'm very curious about what that is. I love a nice peachy lip. I love it. Okay. I always do that. Alright, so I think that's the finished look. Should I take my hair down? I don't even know, honestly. I'm just gonna leave it up in a messy ponytail. So there's the finished look. I'm kind of digging the like mint green and the peachy eye. I've never really done that before, but I think I like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me today. I hope this video wasn't 3 hours long, because I feel like it was. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, if you don't want to miss any videos, make sure you hit the notification bell. I know everyone says that, but I'm just gonna throw that out there in case you forgot, because I know people have been like missing notifications occasionally, so just make sure you hit the bell as well. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, what am I saying? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!